Okay, so after fiddling with a camera that didn't work for 15 minutes, oh, you're venturing into my messy sewing studio. And the reason it's messy is because I have been sewing nonstop. And one of the things I've been working on are the Charlotte Ballet Nutcracker costumes, which they are shipping today. There they are. So I want to kind of this is also for my own benefit. I'm like notorious for not taking pictures, not documenting like I used to because I'm in such a hurry and I have these, big orders now. So this is great. I get to video document this. Probably post on my blog after the ballet has started because obviously I can't show any of this stuff ahead of time. But anyway, I was tasked to make two cute little outfits. So this is the China Corp Girls, cute little boat neck top with a snake in green satin, and you can see a peekaboo on the lining in the arms, or the lining in the armholes, and then these cute little kind of flare leg pants. And then unfortunately, this is my print off of the picture, but then I took tons of copious notes when talking to the designer. The designer is the wonderful Holly Hines. It's my second time working with Holly. I worked with her through a mutual friend for the Kansas City Ballet. So I'm going to skip all. These are swatches. These are really pretty crepe back satin, and we use actually the crepe side for the costumes. And this really pretty kind of dual colored green satin that has like the weaves in it, so you can see like dark and light. And then which I love, it's a poly cotton blend for the lining. And what did I put that there for? Oh, that's the interfacing I used. Anyhow, okay, so I'll skip all the personal stuff. These are people's names, the ballerinas. You won't see that. And then also I was tasked to make this lovely ensemble. Just the skirt and the belt. It's for the we call them, let's see, Ukrainian girls. That's right. And they're also called the GoPro girls because that's the type of, excuse me, not the GoPro, GoPack, if I'm not mistaken, because that's the type of dance they do in the Ukraine. So let's look at the costumes. These are about to be boxed up and shipped, which I'm so excited about. And here they are in essence. This is the cute little top that's boat neck, and it has the little snake design. The snake has been appliqued on, so please don't let anything fool you and ever thinking costuming is easy. Even the most simple things aren't easy. So let me push this over so you can see a little bit better. Okay, anyhow, so this is the cute little top. It's a little boat neck top. I used a t-shirt pattern to create the pattern because I couldn't find any. Just has a seam line on the shoulder. Front and back are identical. I added the applique. I stitched that on with a nice zigzag, and then I actually, because it frayed, I used seam sealant, the little fray repellent stuff. It comes in a little bottle with the blue cap. Can't remember the name. I can't grab it right this second, but I used that to just kind of keep that intact. And it's really cute when you flip it over. You can see the snake peekabooing over the shoulder. They're going to put garnet eyes on it. And then I did a keyhole for the back with a cute little matching button. So this is completely lined because in ballet, obviously, they dance and they sweat. So this is where the cotton poly blend comes in. The only interfacing I use for this piece is in the neckline, just to make sure nothing stretched. And mind you, this is just wrinkling because I have it sitting here. None of this is really wrinkled. So I use some there. And then you see the peekaboo in the sleeves, which is cute, and it's edge stitched all nice and neatly. And I actually like that. I think that makes it come to life. And then this is going to be worn. There's 8 of these guys. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did all of those. Move those to the side. They turned out really cute. At first, it's interesting with costuming because you have to have the full vision, and I love the designer. Holly's phenomenal. She thinks of all these creative ideas, and it's our job as makers to make them. So it's really neat seeing, at first, I have a hard time kind of seeing the finished piece, but it's really cute when it comes together, and I love the way the colors mix. And I wish I had a better view zoom so you can see. And then here are the cute little pants right here. They are just essentially little wide bottom pants. And then they have a 3-inch excess hem in there, just in case they need to be let out. It's elasticized waist, has the little tag for Charlotte Ballet in it. And then I left some extra in the center back and also an inch in the side seams so they can let those out. They need to make them a size bigger. There's all new costumes and they're all new costumes for this particular show. So there's tons of people making things. I'm gonna move these to the side. These are all 8 of those as well. So it's kind of cute. There's the set right here. And there's that. And mind you, if I sound crazy on this video, I have been subsiding off of about 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep a night, and just pumping to get this done. But it's been really great. This, and I had another big project at the same time. And then moving on to the Ukrainian girls, I have their skirts right here, which are really, really adorable. They were really short at first, and when we went for our fitting, we decided to make them longer. It's this really beautiful, kind of heavy polyester fabric. Nice weight to it. And then we added this cute little border that was like a last minute, after the fitting that was, and this is actually, I think, from actual Ukraine. So it's definitely fits. And I did 4 of these for the bigger girls. So these little girls right here are, I think, around my daughter's age, between, I think, 8 through 12. And then these are the older girls. These are, or maybe it might be a little younger, I can't remember, but these are the older girls. I know these are like the 12-year-olds. And then I have belts, and I will do another video to show you those. And there's some bright pink belts that are going with this. Originally they were red, and then they wanted to change kind and add to the pop of color. So they are bright pink. That's the color right there, and you'll get to see those in the next video. Anyway, again, this is me, Victoria. I will not show you myself because I am a freaking hot mess. My hair needs washing, my house needs cleaning, all that good stuff. Oh, shoot. Let me show you this before I go. And this is all the fabrication. So there is the ribbon right there, for the bottom of the skirt. This was the original red belt that I did was mixed, and this is the beautiful green fabric. I was told there were 900 fabric swatches for this new production of the Nutcracker for the revamp. So if you can imagine, I have 1, 2, 3. There's the pink. The orange is in a tube. I had like 17 yards left. So I have about 4, and then you have all like my trim. So I have 4 here, but imagine there are other designers out there that are holding down lots of fabric. Can you imagine a person have to keep up with that? That is insane, isn't it? Well, I will be shipping that fabric back so they can keep it on hand. As you can imagine, if they decide to make something, remake something, they have it here. So anyhow, I'm about to box these gals. Forgive the sewing studio. Again, it has just been a time. Look at my fingers. I was looking at them the other day. That's like all the hand sewing. It's crazy. I've like peeled my fingers, and you can't see these up close, but there are like hole marks, and but that's actually from another project. I was pushing needles through, and I use a thimble, but you know how it goes. Still, you just nix yourself because we just nix ourselves. Anyway, so these are really, really darling. I wish there's a way you really could see them. I get to go to the ballet on the 10th of December, which is exciting. So I actually get to see these in action. I love the little trim. Isn't that nice? And it feels so good. I had to be really careful because this stuff runs like vertically. Yeah, horizontally. Yes, horizontally. That's the weave of the fabric. So if I pulled a thread, I had to be careful. I didn't pull it because when it runs, and you can see the dark green through it. So it looks like a line. So be very careful. But it was really neat doing the applique. As with any applique, I cut out was kind of cool. Actually, let me let you see. And then I'll stop talking because I have to go to FedEx now and ship these. But I did do my own patterns, and I probably should say that for another video. But the coolest thing is, I'm not joking when I say this room is in disarray. The coolest thing is there's my little snake. So there's the little guy, and I cut him out. It's actually folded. It's the entire pattern piece. It's long. So I cut the guy out. Of course, you know how I roll. I cut him out with a rotary cutter. So first of all, I took the fabric, which is that green fabric there, and I took a large piece and I interfaced it with like the stuff from Joann's. I didn't need the super expensive kind. Interfaced it really good. And then I laid out my snake, and believe it or not, I think I actually traced it. So I laid out several, traced them, and then I use my tiny itty bitty baby. I love it. Y'all know I love me some rotary cutters. I use this little guy. So if you think about, let's see, do I have a regular size? My regular rotary is floating around. This is the medium. I'll give you an idea. So that's the medium size one, and there's the bigger one that I normally use wherever she is. Anyway, she's the big mama jamma. Anyhow, here she is. So if this gives you any idea, proximity, this little guy was so easy to use to cut those little curves and move around. And then again, there we go, stabilize it. I found it. I use fray check. That's what I was referring to. And I just use copious amounts after I zigzagged the edge. I used kind of a tight zigzag. Then I went back and put fray check all the way around, let it dry overnight. And I feel comfortable they can wash these, because that's the thing, they're going to wash these, and you don't want to make something. They spend a lot on these costumes. They pay us, decent amount to make them, so you don't want them falling apart on them. So that concludes me. This is Victoria Baylor. It's the Charlotte Ballet's Nutcracker 2016. Opens up in December, and I had the task of making 2 sets of costumes, which I was really honored to, for the little girls. Given my crazy work schedule, I was happy to pick something a little bit more I knew I could handle in conjunction with everything else I was doing. And it proved to be of a lot of work as usual, but I just enjoyed this project. So much fun. And I can't wait to actually go to the ballet and see them up on the stage. So I will talk to you later. This explains why I have been incognito and missing in action. So forgive me. Hopefully life will return back a little bit to normal. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye.